Good. Oh, good evening, everybody. I hope you can hear me. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's been really quite splendid with the sunshine, but cold. And I gather in one or two places there may have been some hail about in this part of the country. I know further up it really has been something quite different, to say the least, with a lot of snow. So anyway, but we're here for a few hymns this evening, and I can see people coming online, so that's good, that's encouraging. I thought, in view of what's happened this week and the loss of Prince Philip, I would play a hymn perhaps which thinks about our past. Oh God, our help in ages past, 358. And I'm taking everything tonight from H and P. A Queen's husband of 73 years. Just talking to my brother Nathan, we're talking about it, and how that probably he was sort of, it would probably be one of the few people that didn't have to curtsy to the Queen. Possibly the children would have to curtsy to their mother. Anyway, I'm going to start out with "O God, our help in ages past." Well, I suppose as the week goes on, we shall have the details, and we shall all be able to look into the service should we choose so to do. 32 foot not working then. What are you doing? You silly thing. So, no doubt it will be a splendid occasion, and our dear friend Luke Bond will no doubt have a hand in it, or even two hands and 2 feet. It is said though that Prince Philip wasn't a great fan of organs. Various stories have come up on Facebook with organists that have recounted what he had to say. We know that he could put his foot in it, and I think what story is told, and I hope I've got this right, but I'm sure if you troll the internet, search on the internet, you will find it, how the Queen and Prince Philip were at one particular church, and of course close to the front, and of course the organ was giving it what for, and I think the Duke was purported to have said that I wonder who was playing the organ, and perhaps if they came again he could put a sock in it the next time. There's also a story told about the Queen. I've heard that at St Paul's Cathedral, where at the back of the cathedral they have the royal trumpets, a big battery of reed stops, very, very powerful, and I don't think she's a great fan of those when they use them. So anyway, moving on. I remember playing this hymn 201 last year, and I played it to the tune Regent Square, which is not everybody's favourite tune, so I'll redress the balance, and this year I'll play it to the tune Triumph. Look ye saints, the sight is glorious. Although today is Low Sunday, as described in the church's calendar, nothing low about the message of the gospel. tune Triumph by Henry J. Gauntlet. What a triumphant tune it is, what magnificent words. Crown him, crown him. Those of you that saw our service this morning from TMC know that we sang this hymn. Those of you who are following on YouTube, notice I put a comment down that I played a wrong note. So hopefully this evening, I'm replaying it, I'll put the wrong note right. All that time ago, whenever it was recorded, the day of resurrection, earth telling out abroad the Passover of gladness, the Passover of God, to the tune Elicum.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to change the camera. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Apologies for that. So you've got my concentrating my face whilst I'm concentrating on playing. It's amazing how things can go. This week, I've noticed on the internet. You must think I spend all my time on the internet. I'm not on it that much, particularly at night when I'm asleep. I don't use it then. But the sitting down and recording things is, I find, quite a task. So the things that happen live and get recorded, so if there's a wrong note, there's a wrong note when it's done live. But when you want to sit and actually record a piece, and my neighbour commented about this as well, and that it can all go horribly wrong.
And an analogy has been drawn. We've all seen the carnage as such which has happened out in the Suez Canal, and that ship stuck there. And somebody had this wonderful idea of the two ships side by side. There was one of these big cruise liners which was sailing down in I'm going to say a chasm or gorge, or in a river, sailing down, and there wasn't much room either side, but it was doing a beautiful job going down that lovely. And then there's the picture of that bulk tanker carrier thing which was wedged and jammed the Suez Canal, and somebody had put up, this is what it's like when I'm practicing at my last rehearsal. Everything goes lovely and I go to do the performance, and this is what happened. It all goes broadside and get grounded and all sorts of things. And my neighbour was saying, he said, you kept playing the same piece. I said, yes, that's because I'd get so far and I'd smudge something, I'd miss something, or something wouldn't happen, and it's all going really well, and you push a button and the technology lets you down, and then you've got to go and start again. And despite editing things and all the rest of it, it is anyway, it's just one of those things to just to sit down and just do it. Much prefer sort of doing things live, I think, so that if it goes amiss, it goes amiss, and that's it. Anyway, so the Saviour went to heaven, he rose in splendid triumph over his foes, to the tune Gone Fallon Royal by Percy Buck. I've mentioned Percy Buck before. I used his organ tutor book the first year at the organ, and that was the book I started with Henry Doughty as my tutor book, and I think it's fair to say it worked. Another grand tune, very sonorous and very, what's the word, powerful. So it's often quite funny, some of the things that happen during a service. My my wrong note during the introduction to one of the hymns that I played would have caused a bit of a smile, and as Maggie, who sings in the choir, said, that would be one of those moments when I would have looked over the console and sort of smiled. So it's one of those little things which happen from time to time, but there we are. The next hymn, this joyful Eastertide. We're in the season of Eastertide now, though, and what need is there for grieving? There's a little bit of a story to tell to this hymn, in that we set out to do it as the introit, and I'd asked for the note to start on. This joyful Eastertide. I may have told you this story from last year. I didn't get that note. I got this note. And of course, at a moment I thought, this is all too high. We are going to be up in the rafters screaming out these top notes. That's fine there. Which are going to go all the way. I thought this isn't going to work, so we got as far as the end of the verse and stopped, and never did the chorusy bit, come share our Easter joy. Disaster averted. I didn't think there would have been red faces, I think, so I abandoned it and cut it short. Here we go then, this joyful Eastertide. may have noticed a couple of things there. Like to keep the speed of that going. It's a Dutch melody and it wants to dance along, doesn't it? Spring along, and lovely moving parts there. Unfortunately, it says in this that the refrain should be done in unison, so SATB, alto, tenor, basses, 4 parts singing. Sopranos have the top, altos and tenors in the middle, and the basses at the bottom. Don't get to share all those moving notes, all those passing notes, notes which go between another note. I still haven't devised my quiz. Year has gone, well, yes, we're into our 2nd year, aren't we? So there we are. So one more hymn, and I did think I'd play you something. I seem to have lost it. Anyway, we'll do that in a minute. The strife is o'er, the battle done. So all these Easter hymns seem to be really quite big, and I hope you've had a good sing. So here we go with our last hymn for this evening. The strife is o'er, the battle done. I've changed my cameras around a bit so I forget quite what I'm doing. Anyway, I thought I would play you a little something this evening, just something very gentle to finish off. And I did think about playing Elgar's Nimrod, and I looked at the copy and thought I've done that before, and it is a lovely piece, but I thought this evening I would play a piece which I have included before, and you may have heard this. I don't think I've done it live. It's a little meditation on Jesus, keep me near the cross, and it's by a young man called Paul Fay, and I'm very impressed with what Paul is doing, and he is writing some lovely short pieces, and very effective, I think. So this is a meditation on Jesus, keep me near the cross, which I hope you will enjoy, and it will bring us to a nice end to the evening, I hope. So here we go. that's rather lovely. So I hope you've enjoyed this evening. Look out for Thursday. Should be back here on Thursday. And requests as always, but I'm sort of keeping in the Easter season. I've been reminded, I think I mentioned this last week, across the Easter period of some hymns which I'd forgotten about, and I'll include one or two of those when I'm back here playing next. So as always, don't go mad tomorrow, will you? Because things change tomorrow, don't they? I'm sure there's some people who'll be setting off at 1 minute past midnight to travel to places. But do stay careful and do keep doing the things that you've been doing. This week, TMC, we have a communion called At the Table. TMC, no need to book. Somebody will no doubt put the time up. I'm not sure if it's 7 or 7:30. So if you get there for 7, you'll be early and in plenty of time. If you get there at 7:30, you might be late. So you better check that. I'll put something up in any case. So it'd be lovely to have you with us as we start on the process of opening up and getting the church back in action again. Anyway, enough from me. Good night and God bless.